this week I received a couple pieces of Happy Mail, and this one came from my friend Susie Brunk, and it kind of had a nice surprise to it in that it looks like a regular card, but when you open it, you learn that it's a fun fold card. So I thought that was pretty clever, and I got to thinking, what could I do to case this, but kind of make it my own? So this is what I came up with. And it's actually kind of a spooky, elegant Halloween card. So on the front, I have Open If You Dare. Here I've made a little pocket for a gift card. And I thought this could be something fun to send to my college student or my niece who's in high school, another is in college, that sort of thing. Just something to give these young women just a bit of a cheery day during the month of October, perhaps a Dunkin' Donuts gift card, something like that. But of course you can make this for any occasion at all. And then inside is that mini card, smaller card that fits in there, and I have plenty of room to write a fun note and wish them a happy Halloween. So let me show you how to make this fun fold gift card holder. And please keep in mind, it's not something that you have to use for Halloween only. It can be used for birthdays, for Christmas, all kinds of things. So it's a great layout, and I can't wait to show you how to make it. Here is the bundle that I'm featuring, the Hallows Night Magic bundle. And I've got all my pieces basically cut and ready. So we are going to start with a regular size card base. So it's 5.5 inches by 8.5 inches, and I've scored at the 4 1/4 mark. So I'm going to fold that, and I should have my bone folder out because it just gives it a little bit better crease. And on the front, I've got a piece of Whisper White cardstock that measures 5 inches by 3 1/4, 5 inches by 3 1/4, and I'm going to adhere to that 3 rectangles. And these measure 3 inches by 1.5 inches. 3 inches by 1.5. So the first thing, you know what, I'm going to put my mat underneath so you can see this a little better. So the first thing I'm going to do is adhere these rectangles to this piece of Whisper White cardstock. And I'm going to try to get nice even borders all the way around. When I have something like this, the 3 pieces, I like to do each end first, and I'm looking at the top, the side, and the bottom edges so that I have even white showing. And then my middle one will just get centered between those two. Got little fuzzy edges on my paper. Just using my fingernail to kind of tuck those under. All right, I have that. Now before I adhere this to my card base, I'm going to use this beautiful mesh metallic ribbon. I always have to go this direction when I'm tying bows. Creature of habit, I guess. But I'm using this mesh metallic ribbon, and I'm just going to make a simple bow in the front. This looks a little intimidating at first. It's wide and glitzy, but it's really actually very, very easy to work with and very easy to wrap and then tie a bow with. So there's my bow. Just trim the ends here. I like how it just kind of fluffs out like that too. And I'm going to scoot it up a bit, up and over a bit. Okay, so now I have this part ready to adhere to my card front. And I'm going to center it right in the card front there. If you're watching, be sure to comment because you could be winning this card tonight. Every comment you make throughout the live video gets your name entered into the drawing to receive this card. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Now, prior to going live, I did stamp Open If You Dare, and that does come from the Hallows Night Magic stamp set. Okay. And then I punched it with a 1.5 inch circle. So I stamped with black ink on cherry cobbler cardstock. And now I'm going to add this to my card front with a couple of dimensionals. Oh, Susan, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you caught it live too. Sharon, I'm glad you like it. Susan, thanks for sharing. Thanks to everyone who is sharing either at the beginning, right now, during the live, or we'll share later. So we're going to set this part aside now, okay? And, well, actually, we'll put this part in first. This is going to be the pocket for my gift card holder. I guess it goes like that. Now, a lot of times when I am making gift card holders, I use a circle punch and cut out a semicircle shape or a half circle shape. Today I'm using something different. I'm using the, I always forget, is it the fancy label punch? I think so. But anyways, I'm going to center this between what is going to be the left and right sides of my gift card pocket. And I'm just going to go down part way, maybe about like that. And I have this. Can you see that well? Let me put it against the white so you can see it. So it just adds a little bit of interest, being that it's a different shape than my usual half circle, to pull out that gift card. And I've cut this. Now you can cut it so it goes all the way across to each side of your card, but I cut mine to be 5 1/4 inch across, and this one is, I believe, 2.5 inches. Let me double check. 2 1/4 inches. 2 1/4 inches. So anywhere between 2 inches and 2 1/4 will give you a nice size pocket. You just want to be sure, though, to put your adhesive only along the bottom and the sides. Okay, so now it's time that we make the other part of our fun fold, which is going to go right here like this. Okay. The first thing I'm going to do is stamp some spiders inside, just because I can and because it's fun. And why not decorate the inside of your card? There are going to be so many fun, interesting elements to this card, with it, first of all, being a fun fold, a card in a card, a gift card holder, gift card pocket there, and just the interesting colors and shapes and textures of the Magic in This Night Designer Series paper and the Hallows Night Magic bundle. Lots of fun things going on here. I just think this is I wasn't sure I would even like this paper and this suite. But you know what? I've used so much of it and I love it. I think because it's just different. It's, in addition to the color scheme being a little different, you know, the pretty peacock, Cajun craze, and black and white. Its images are also, how would I say? They're spooky and eerie, but yet kind of elegant too. you know, with the flowers and the fine lines, all that. So I've got that there. Got my spiders inside, and I have one more thing to do to finish the inside card. Previously to going live, I did stamp this border on Whisper White, and then I stamped Happy Halloween in black in the center of that. But now I just want to show you how I very quickly added some color to the flowers and leaves. And I'm using Cherry Cobbler. It's kind of that Halloween, spooky, gory blood color. I don't usually think of it that way, but for this card I am. After I put some of that Cherry Cobbler in, I'm going to go in and just do some swirling with my blender pen, and that will take some of that color and fill in the white spaces I left in the flower, and draw kind of a lighter shade, a lighter tone of that. And remember, after you use your blender pens like that, just clean them out by going back and forth on scrap paper, and when it's clear, you know it's clean. It might look stained, but it is clean because it's no longer has color coming off it. It's coming out clear. So that's how I know it's clean, and I can use it with a different color. Hi Peggy, welcome. And then I'm just going in with, what is this? Basic gray, I think. Got my label covering it, but I believe it's the basic gray. So not a color combination I would normally do for flowers and leaves, but it is kind of giving the stamped image sort of that eerie, spooky Halloween feel with these colors. So really, with the pattern paper I've chosen from the Magic in This Night Designer Series paper, I've kept to basically a black and white color scheme with just a little punch of color with that Cherry Cobbler. So now I'm going to cut that out. I already had one ready. I'm using some washi tape to hold my die in place and keep that image centered in the die while I cut it out. If I haven't said it already, I absolutely love my new Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And my favorite feature is this, that both ends fold up and close, and it takes up less space to store it. Okay, so there's that cut out. And oops, that's my sample. I'm going to adhere this. Now this, if it were on the front, I would probably pop it up on dimensionals. But since it's on the inside, I'm going to adhere it flat because I've got the sentiment on the front on dimensionals, and I still want to add another embellishment. Now, before I add my embellishments, I just want to point out here that there's some fun spiders and bats. And in this die collection, there's also some spiders that will cut out spiders that are in the Designer Series paper. So that's fun. Let me see if I can grab some really quick so you, in case you haven't seen it. Here's a scrap of it. Okay, so you can see, and I've already cut out some, but this one cuts out those lacy bats. And then this one cuts out 3 individual small bats. So that's fun. And then of course, we've got the small spider and the large spider stamps, and we have a large spider die. Fun to cut that out with the black glitter paper. Oh, so fun. But anyways, to embellish this, I'm using the iridescent pearls that are part of this Magic in This Night collection. And I'm going to do it just a little different than I did the first one. The first one I put a pearl on that cherry cobbler circle. This time I'm not going to do it. I don't know why, just because I want to do something different. Not much difference. Okay, so there it is. Okay, and again, this is my original. It's pretty much the same. It's got that gift card pocket in there, which I love. Okay, can you see that all the way opened, I hope? Okay, so that's it, a fun fold gift card holder. So really just a fun way to send a gift card, Halloween surprise to perhaps a college student, a neighbor, an old friend, a colleague, anybody at all. What a nice surprise that would be. And if you don't want to put a gift card in here, you can always tuck another note inside like this. Perhaps even and I would want to cut this down because it's a pocket, but I could cut this down, perhaps write a fun Halloween joke, riddle, something like that, and tuck it inside if you don't want to use it for a gift card holder. Okay, if you are watching and you have not commented yet, you need to do that now if you would like to win this Halloween fun fold gift card holder. Would any of you like to win? Anybody watching like to win? I would sure think so. Anyways, that's all I have for you tonight. I appreciate you joining me and spending part of your Wednesday evening with me. I know everybody's busy, so I sure appreciate you sharing your time with me. I will choose a winner for this gift card this evening. And oh, Susan, you love prizes. I'm glad you do. I'm glad you like the cards too, and you love getting happy mail. I do too. And to think, you know, as I told you in the beginning of the live, we went from this card that my friend Susie Brunk sent me, and I recreated or cased it to come up with a fun Halloween card and gift card holder in one. All right, does anybody have this wonderful bundle? Anybody? Where are the dies? Here. It's just so fun to work with. So if you love Halloween like I do, this is just a fun project using products with a really different twist on Halloween. And you can purchase these on my website, maryknabe.stampinup.net, or if you would like to join, you could add this as well as other products to your starter kit. If you need information about the Stampin' Up! Opportunity, I would love to have you on my team. Please contact me and we can discuss the opportunity. And please know that everybody is welcome on my team. You can simply be a happy shopper enjoying the discount, or if you would like to be a business builder, I'm happy to help you in that effort as well. Thanks for joining me. If you're just jumping on now, I am getting off. We just finished, but be sure to go back to Stamp and Scrap with Mary Knabe, click on videos, and you can watch the replay. Thanks. Have a good night.